Brad here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Snettertons Farm. And for those of you who watched the last live stream there, we did quite a bit of work, mainly harvesting. Got a few other odds and ends done as well. Let's see, I think we plowed field 7. Got a couple hired workers going on fertilizer here. We got most of field 22 harvested during the live stream there. Got just a little bit left here yet. Not a whole lot. Are you doing the dirt circle here? It looks like you might be. Also, if you watch the live stream there, we tried to give the AI extension mod another try. I went ahead and downloaded it from the GitHub, the mod author's official GitHub there, which is far more up to date. In fact, I don't know, does it say what version we're on here? It probably does it somewhere. Version 1.1 B09, I guess, is the version number there. Yeah, as you can see, I've got it set back to normal hired worker here. We tried quite a bit there during the live stream to try to get it to work. Yeah, AI extension mod is definitely not worth your time messing with, in my opinion. Absolute rubbish. Anyway, got a field that needs to be plowed here, so we got the John Deere 9470 RX. The Landau chisel plow here. Get field 5 plowed up. And like I said, I've got 2 hired workers on fertilizer here at the moment. But yeah, try as we might, like I said, the AI extension mod was just way too derpy. Just wasn't worth the time messing with. We tried a couple times there to get it to work. It was just, yeah, not worth your time. You're far better off using Courseplay, if you ask me. As derpy as what Courseplay is, the derp level is definitely far less than the AI extension mod. I mean, the AI extension mod, a good concept, if you ask me, but doesn't work, to put it simply. Unless maybe I'm doing something wrong, which I know a few of you folks, like mentioned, said I should update it, which we did, but that did not help. Anyway, this episode, I don't know how much we're going to get to here, but we got a bunch of fields that need to be replanted. Probably going to plant a bunch more winter crops here again. Which, pretty much, yeah, we can pretty much plant any one of these multi-fruit crops here, as well as any one of the crops up here. So wheat, barley, canola, as well as oats, rye, spelt, triticale, millet, and sorghum. So pretty much any one of those we can plant. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter which ones we plant here, but we'll just pick a couple of them. Which ones have we not done yet? Millet? I don't think we've done millet yet. I think that's the only one we really haven't done, as far as I know, if I can remember correctly anyway. So we'll see if we can get a bunch of millet planted. Also, this will probably be the last episode on Snettertons here for a few days. The Platinum DLC for Farming Simulators obviously coming out. Hopefully, the next video will be on the Platinum DLC. We'll have to see once here, but it should be, I would think. Depends on the exact time it is released. Of course, the Platinum DLC is supposed to be releasing here November 14th, which should be about the time this video is going live, by the way. So about this time the video is going live here, Platinum DLC will hopefully be available. Yes, another plow here where you can't hire a worker with. I don't get what's up with that with plows and hired workers. Like I've said before, there's a lot of plows out there, and you can't hire workers with them. I don't know what's up with that, but The Glencoe chisel plow there the same way. The Landau here's the same way. One of the John Deere rippers the same way. You can't hire a worker with that. I don't know what's up with mod authors and not making their plows hireable, but I don't know, maybe the mod authors are just trying to be mean, trying to make you do the work yourself. It does obviously work with courseplay, by the way, so if you do want to hire, if you want to call it that, your plow here, the Landau plow, you can use a courseplay worker. Same thing we did with the Glencoe here as well. To get it to run, we just hired a worker. I do still have the AI extension mod active yet. I will probably remedy that problem when I'm done here, and we'll just probably end up deleting that out of the mod folder. Definitely don't need a mod like that hanging around. Again, AI extension mod is auto tractor and auto combine from 15. At least back in 15, it worked okay. It wasn't the greatest, but it did work okay. I don't know what's up with 17 here, but it does not work at all. It seems, well, it does work, but like I said, the derp level is just through the roof. Oh, 89 series is in traffic. Yep. He is running the grain cart on field 22 there, by the way. Still not purchased field 17. 17? Yes, field 17 there yet. Still would like to purchase that field. Haven't gotten around to that yet, and our money is rapidly decreasing as we're spending on different random things we need. Probably should, well, maybe we'll keep the Minneapolis Milling over here. Our fields here, fertilized. Got another hired worker there on 19. Do that to field 20 there. Oh, speaking of which, maybe we'll throw, what do we got over here? Nope, let's go this way. Maybe throw a cultivating tractor of some sorts on that field here a moment. Which cultivator, what tractor do we want to put on it? Ooh, Alice Chalmers. Yeah, we haven't, I don't think we've used that one yet. And it seems only fitting we put it on the Alice Chalmers cultivator, by the way. So the Alice Chalmers 4W305. Dual stacks on it. It's kind of weird with that top on the cab for some reason. I don't know why. Just couldn't make that wide top on it. And I suppose we probably should go check and see what's up with the 89 series there. That's what kind of dirt he's got himself into. And we'll read a few comments here a moment. Steve is asking, doesn't this map have chopped straw, or do you have it deactivated? Yes, I do have it deactivated. I mentioned this a couple episodes back there when we were chopping corn on field 9. Field 9. We were chopping corn on field 9 there. The game would not load. Crashed the save game there for some reason. I ended up having to remove this. we go. So yeah, I don't know what was up with that, but yes, I have not used the chop straw mod since, and to be honest, it really doesn't do a whole lot. It does add 1 level of fertilization as long as you cultivate it in, but from what I've noticed, the fertilization seems to be very derpy from it. You don't get a very consistent fertilization level for some reason, actually very inconsistent. I don't know why that is, but let's see what's here. What did you do over here? Yes. I would tell you folks to go read the change log notes from the recent 151 update. And I believe they mentioned something in the update there about having fixed the hired workers. Well, if you turn your attention to field 19 here in this bottom section, I say they haven't. They haven't fixed it at all. The hired workers are definitely as derpy as they always have been. I don't know what the hired workers... Well, why is the hired worker turning around here? Yeah, it's definitely a rather annoying job. Hopefully they'll get that last little bit there. We'll see once. Okay, so that's what you're up to, eh? Oh, almost done harvesting here, too. Last little bit. Nice. I'm just going to kind of right over the header there. So you can finish the last little bit there without filling up. Yep, there we go. That'll work. Okay, back to plowing here. Jeremy was saying, I love this game. Zamalox was saying that started playing with Courseplay last night. Courseplay did a similar thing for me. When starting the course, the combine spun in circles 2 or 3 times before actually starting the course. Yes, you gotta love that sometimes. That's typically because you have the vehicle too close to the start point, and Courseplay can't get itself in quite the right orientation. The orientation it wants to be in to start. That's sometimes when we get the circle of death. At least that's what I sometimes call it anyway, from the Courseplay circle of death there, where it just keeps going in circles. JD Power was saying, when Courseplay does circles, it's confused. Oh, there's no doubt about that. It's definitely confused, all right. Just like all of the farming simulator hired workers, it seems like. And Giants supposedly made the hired workers smarter here in 17. I don't think so. Still missed it. What in the world? Okay, try again. There we go. JD Power was saying the Go Wild can turn anything into bales. That's true. And for those who don't know what that is, that's that blue baler mod thingamajigger. And it can make bales out of straw, hay, it can wrap them. Silage bales, grass bales. Unfortunately, what it seems to do as well, though, is if you try to use any other baler, it crashes the game, which is very unacceptable, in my opinion anyway. So yes, there's another absolute rubbish mod. least as far as the mods go, mods that crash the game definitely get a severe disapproval from me. That's for sure. So yeah, the Go Wild Master there, definitely a severely disapprove of that mod. Again, maybe something's conflicting that's causing that. I don't know. I don't really have any other baler mods specific. I mean, I do have other baler mods, but nothing that I would know of that would cause issues. And definitely removing the Go Wild fixes the issue for some reason. Again, it only seems to affect round bales. For those who don't know what the issue is, it's happened twice now on Snettertons here. I had it a couple episodes ago. We're making silage bales. Oh, speaking of silage bales, they might be ready to... No, they're probably not ready to pick up yet, are they? We just made them yet, I guess. But yeah, a couple episodes there ago, we made silage bales out on field 32. The first bale that came out of the baler, and the game crashed. We were using the Coon DLC baler, by the way. And yes, right away the game crashed. So less than ideal. And then same thing on Drummer Farms as well. It got us using the John Deere. I forget which number on it was again, but the John Deere round baler, first bale, and the game crashed again. So you would think I would have learned the first time it happened. But I never gave it a thought on Snettertons here until it happens. Like, oh yes, I bet you I have the Go Wild Master active here on Snettertons, and I did. Needless to say, I did solve that problem after the game crashed there. I went and dumped the Go Wild Master where it belongs, the recycle bin, where we promptly trashed it from there as well. Larry saying, can you please get a McDon swather? Well, we got McDon headers. I am not aware of a McDon swather, though. Michigan Farmer was saying that the versatile combine is nice, but wish there was IC in the cab. Okay, so here's a question for you folks. How many people actually use IC? I mean, this tractor, I think, for example, has IC in it. Or doesn't it? I think it does. Yes, it does. Base key for it. But how many people actually use IC? I mean, it's kind of a cool feature. And, you know, it's cool what it can do and stuff, but how many people actually even use it? Because, again, very rarely do I use it. Other than maybe on a tractor that's got a steering wheel. I guess this one is tilted down already, so we don't have to worry about this one. But, you know, some of the tractors that have steering wheels that tilt down, I'll use it for that, but that's about it. I mean, I don't bother, you know, opening and closing doors and windows and all that good stuff. And at least I can't really say I've ever seen anybody else do that either, you know, other than the first time they get a mod. You know, the first time you go through it, it's like, ooh, let's see what all these buttons do. Well, that's cool, and then never use it again. Donald was asking, did you take into account the cost of the seeds and fertilizer to grow the crops? What he's talking about there, I'm assuming, is for the pigs. Which, may have seen it up here. I don't know if we went past it at all or not. I decided to go ahead and do a little testing there for the pig food. We got a pig food maker up here. It's a little orange thingamajigger over here. And tested, you know, what the ratio was and, you know, how much you got out of it and the cost of it. So with this pig food maker, it takes wheat or barley over here. It takes potatoes or sugar beets. And it takes corn or soybeans. So, and you can see what's left. So it used all the wheat and barley, so it definitely takes more wheat and barley than anything. It took, and I had 14,000 of each in here, so it took what? We'll say 2,000 potatoes and sugar beets. Took 14,000 wheat, so that's 16,000 material right there. And then it took 7,000 corn, well, actually a little over again, but just rough numbers here. It took 7,000 corn, so that is what, 23,000 total combined crops it took. And from that, it made 22,516 pig food. Again, probably with the numbers there, probably actually, it's 1 for 1, I'm guessing. So for the amount you put in here, it's what you get out of it. So you put in, 20,000 liters of crops in here. When you put them in the right numbers anyway, you'll get 20,000 liters back out of it. However, nope, let's not bring up that screen. Let's bring up this screen. Wheat sells for $1,152 a liter. Corn sells for under 1,000, so that's right around 800. And sugar beet sells for a little over 1,000. Now, if you do use soybeans, that's right around 1,400, 1,500 there. So something just to keep in mind. At that cost, it's costing you as much to make the pig food as it is to buy it. Not to mention, to factor in the cost of this placeable, this pig food maker is $110,000. So don't forget the cost of that. Plus, as Donald was saying there, don't forget to take into account what it costs to plant the field, seeds, fertilizer, lots of fertilizer, and fuel. So this is not doing you any benefit. At least it depends on the map too. So obviously, if you're probably playing hard mode, you're probably going to get a little more benefit out of this. But at least in normal mode, and at least on this map, making pig food is costing you money, which not right if you ask me, but that's the way it is. So just something to keep in mind with that. And this question came up with Drummond Farms there, because I was kind of planning, well, just use the pig food mixer there to make our pig food. And then Thomas McCounsell there brought up, well, it's probably actually cheaper to buy it. So doing the numbers, it looks like he's probably right. It probably actually is. Now, I do have to check the prices on Drummond Farms, but I think prices on Drummond Farms are fairly similar to Snettertons here. Actually, might be a little bit higher. So on Snettertons, you're probably far better off buying the pig food than you are to make it, which again doesn't seem quite right if you ask me, but that seems to be the way the numbers work out here in Farming Simulator. And somebody did mention as well, keep in mind as you sell your crops, the price for the crops is going to go down. That is true, yes, but probably not enough that it's going to make that big of a difference for the numbers. And then, like I said as well, keep in mind, the costs to plant those crops, harvest those crops, and not to mention the price of that pig food mixer itself as well. Why did you not lower? There we go. Phil was saying, great video, had the mounds of grass left on field 32. You could probably make 3 to 6 more bales. Yeah, you probably could. Not going to worry about it, though. Low Star of Pandora was saying, okay, just because a mod has a bug in it doesn't mean you have to talk bad about it and call that trash. That's kind of rude to the mod maker. Very good point. I would also argue it's also not very good of the mod author to release said trash. And it seems like there's been an overabundance of that, if you ask me, here in Farming Simulator, of mod authors who shouldn't be allowed to mod releasing trash. And I'm not talking about the AI extension mod here. Not talking about that one at all. That mod, like I said, it's a pass if you ask me. It's not way too derpy. But I'm talking about other mods as well here. For example, actually this is not a good example of this tractor, but another John Deere that looks similar to this that did not steer. Just picking that one as an example just because it's a good one, I think. example of a mod author who shouldn't be allowed to mod, who should not have been releasing said trash. A mod that cannot steer. Are you serious? You're releasing that. Just, yeah, I don't have anything good to say about that. And there's many, many other examples of that as well. Where, again, mod authors who should not be allowed to mod releasing junk. Go Wild Master there, kind of a prime example as well, it seems like. A mod that causes your game to crash. Not cool. You know, thankfully I run with the autosave mod, so, you know, game autosaves every, I think it's 5 minutes, I believe. So we don't lose a whole lot, but, yeah, let's say if you've been playing for an hour, and yeah, you started using that, well, actually not even the Go Wild Master baler that's causing the crash, other round balers. Now you went and did some round baler, your game crashed, you lost an hour worth of work. And that would not be cool. Okay. I noticed somebody else here came and kind of actually agreed with me. If a mod's trash, a mod's trash. To which Star of Pandora was saying, again, a bug is a bug doesn't mean a mod is trash. Again, some of the bugs, you know, if the mod author would just check them, are quite apparent. So, again, you're not getting a pass from me on that one. Larry was saying, show the big John Deere tractor more. I'm not sure which big John Deere tractor you're talking about. Well, if you're talking about this one, 9470RX or the 8970, I think those are kind of the biggest tractors we have on here at the moment. I believe the 9470 here is the biggest tractor I think we have at the moment, as far as I know. Kentucky Farmer was saying, what do I think of cattle and crops? I'll have to wait and see, I guess. Again, they've been releasing a couple updates to it. I have not gotten a chance to play any more of that game yet. Really should do that sometime. Planet Jacob was saying, good video. Thank you very much for that. Christopher was saying I should buy a semi to match the trailer. Yes, I really probably should. Still using the old Lizard truck there. Ryan was saying the circle of derp. Yes. Of course, they loves that. And, you know, that's an example there too. That's not a mod I would call trash. Just with what Courseplay is trying to do. You know, there's just so much going on, and, you know, it's kind of understandable that, yes, Courseplay is going to have problems and issues. Although some of the issues it has, it's like, really, you guys can't fix that at all. But, anyway. Let's see what's here. We're all finished over here. I'll probably just clean that up off screen, get everything back. Let's see, did you finish? You did. Wow, so impressed. Not really. And, you know, another example there too, like the AI extension mod. Has the mod author actually tried running it? Because we've tried a couple times now. We tried on the multiplayer server. I've tried a couple times single player here now. And like I said, the dirt from the AI extension mod is just too much in my opinion. I mean, I put up with the dirt from Courseplay and, you know, the regular hired workers, but yeah, the AI extension is just way too derpy. Again, I may not be using it properly. I'm not sure. Anyone is welcome to correct what I'm doing wrong with it, but yeah, it definitely doesn't seem to be working properly in my opinion. Okay, what else do we got? Let's actually get some planting going here. It's almost time to wrap up the episode. Actually, is time really, but we grab a bigger tractor here, like this one. Raise that front end up. Otherwise, it always looks weird there with the front end lower down. I don't know why it's. I guess that's the way a lot of others set it up. Kind of realistic that way, I guess. And we'll get the Plains seed drill here. Kane was saying I should sell the John Deere combine because you've had it the whole time. That's true, I have. However, I kind of like that combine, even though it's not really the greatest looking, maybe. But let's switch this to, was it millet we said? Oh, can you not do millet? Do oats, rye. Okay, is millet on the row crop seeder then? I would have assumed millet would have been on the drill here, but maybe not. Check the row crop seeder. Thunderbird Lead was saying the Gold Master is trash. Oh, I'm disappointed in you. The thing is pretty good. Just conflicts with the Krone Ultima. Well, it must conflict with something else, because I don't have the Krone Ultima. So, I don't know. I thought I had, I know we went looking a while back. I thought I had the Krone Ultima. Oh, we should check make sure this actually seeds what we want here first. Oh, it does not do millet. Well, okay, how do I plant millet then? Interesting. Let's check this here out. But yeah, like I said, I don't have the Krone Ultima, so it's definitely not conflicting with that. And as to the Go Wild Master, the mod itself is really cool in what it can do. It's just not cool that it causes issues with the game crashing. Well, let's see what's here. Can you do millet? Oh, let's see what the millet symbol is here a minute. Millet looks like that one. Okay. That's the one we have. Yes, it is. That one only does those, so no multi-fruit on that one at all. Multi-fruit on those. This may be why I have not planted millet yet, because I don't have a seeder that plants it, apparently. That one does. This one does. Where is the... This one does as well. So we've got a couple options here, because I have a couple of these seeders. Where is the other... Great Plains here a minute. Oh, there it is. Whoa, that lists a whole bunch of stuff. Like, all kinds of stuff. How come I'm not seeing millet on it then? Maybe I overlooked it. Try the other seeder here again a moment. Yes, I would have thought it would have been the grain drill, but like I said, doesn't seem to be available on that one. We do have... Oh, don't I have? I thought I had the S3000 as well, Great Plains. Maybe I don't anymore. It should be around somewhere. I must just have it in a different shed, maybe. Oh, that John Deere seeder's still rolling. Okay. Okay, unless I'm blind here, definitely not seeing millet as an option. Even though, we'll check the shop here. And yes, I know it's so well time to wrap up here a moment. Just want to check this out. Is that not millet there? I don't know why we got double crops there. That's kind of weird. Yeah, that's definitely the millet symbol. Okay. next seeder. This might be a little overkill for this particular seeder. We have a millet on this one. Yes, we do. Okay. I'll have to see if I can find off screen where my S3000 seeder went, or maybe we sold it. But anyway, folks, like I said, definitely high time to wrap up the episode here. So that if folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.